Greetings, Princess Ressa back. When we last left off, we were just about to get the ultimate white magic holy and the ultimate black magic flare. But we have to take them both at the same time because otherwise the tower will explode. So we started off our adventure up the Fork Tower on the magic side, but we're finished. And that's where we're going to finish it too. So we're going to start off with the fighting side boss, and it is the Minotaur. And we were kind of hinted about this guy back in the Desert Pyramid when we fought that Sekhmet guy. And he said that, hey, you might have beaten me, but my brother in the tower, he's still around. So, well, here he is, the Minotaur. As you can see, he has a pretty decent amount of hit points, and he hits pretty hard. Thankfully, we got those elf cloaks on there to help mitigate the damage that he's able to do to us. I put Faris in the front row because she has the chicken knife. That'll increase her damage. She's able to drink that iron potion to basically double her defense, so it's almost like she's in the back row anyway. So, and we put her in the front row, now we don't have that half damage penalty that the knife would have. So, Lena still has the whip, so that doesn't suffer that damage penalty from the back row. So she's fine there. And just to be funny, we are going to release Sekhmet to defeat his brother Minotaur. So, yeah. And that's what we did. And he tries to cast Holy, but he doesn't have any magic points. If you gave him an ether, or like an elixir before he died there, he would actually cast Holy, but why would you want to do that? It would just probably kill one of your characters. So, yep, we didn't do that. But here we wanna give Krill the mix ability, or somebody a mix ability, because this guy here also has a final attack, Omniscient. He has a final attack just like Minotaur did, but he actually has the MP to cast that attack. And we're going to want to have the reflect status put up to block that attack. And the only way we're going to be able to get reflect up on ourselves is through a mixture. So that's how we have Krill with the mixture. And Whiskers, he just has the black magic, so we can continue to to deal some damage to this guy. Another good thing about this guy is he is susceptible to slow, so we've hasted ourselves and slowed him, so now we basically almost get like 4-to-1 turns. So because the haste doubles our turns, slow halves his turns, so yeah, shouldn't be much of a problem. As you saw when I put his hit points up, he has about 17,000 hit points, so when he is almost dead, I'm going to stop hammering away at him, and I'm going to start using the mix to put up the reflect status on both of us. He can sometimes haste himself. If he does, just throw slow on him again to remove that haste buff. So, just hammer away with your best elemental 3 spells, and he's not too hard. If you have reflect wings, whether you stole them or you did you found that Mirage Town that we kind of hinted about in the Crescent Village there, you can add just reflect wings on your character, and this guy will basically just finish himself off, because he'll just cast spells at you, they'll bounce back at you, but we don't have that luxury, so what we're going to do is we're going to use Krill's mix to use the to create a reflect status on us. So, because otherwise when he he'll cast that his final attack, the flare spell, and it will pretty much just eliminate one of our characters. And you don't really want to die on the bosses, because the bosses tend to give really good AP ability points, so 20 ability points, so not so big of a deal when you're doing like a 4-job Fiesta, because you're limited to 4 jobs, but if you're using all the jobs, yeah, you don't want to suffer the loss of those high amount of APs. So yeah, now we got both of the magics, and the tower starts to disappear. And, hey, that, reveals the catapult. And we were told that, Sid was down there. He got trapped when the tower appeared, so hey, the tower disappeared. So let's, hop on into the tower. My recording was given some, was doing some, was being weird, so, I had to kind of split up this episode a little bit, between recordings. That's why sometimes you'll see the pixelation come in there. Actually, we just had a break in the recording because the recording program just started acting weird and bugging out. So we'll heal ourselves up here because after this, we got lots of monster hunting to do. Yep, and so, we could go down south and heal up there, but, I just wanted to save some time and use the cottage. And there's Sid, he's stuck on that, like, wheel. Oh, my head. Hey, it was Mid, how'd he get here? Grandpa, you okay? I'm thinking I'm gonna be sick, but first the good news. While researching, we found a couple more techniques, so we can upgrade the airship with submarine functionality. Really? Of course, nothing's impossible for me. All right. We're gonna be able to get a submarine now like we had in the last war. Come on, Mid, let's go. Get a submarine like we had in Gallus World. That will allow us to go toward the undersea trench where apparently the third tablet is. But like I said earlier, we got some monster hunting to do now. We might as well, this is a good time to hunt down some monsters and basically almost clear out the entire overworld and sea of all the monster encounters we can get. Some of them will give really good AP, so shouldn't take much longer. Wow, you two work really hard. Grandpa blames himself for the world having ended up like this. But, I mean, it's not like there's anything he could have done. I know that. I think deep down he knows it too. But that's why, this time, he's so driven to see his machines used for peace. And that should do it. Once you're in the water, press down on the D-pad and then the A button, and the undersea world is yours. Thanks for everything, guys. So similar in the first world, when we got the airship to be able to go up really high, that's what this airship is going to be like now. Whiskers, I can't fight for beans. In fact, about all I'm good at is modifying machinery. Even so, I've tried to do everything I can to help you out. The rest is in your hands. Okay. Come on, guys. He sure said, come on, princesses. We can travel underwater now, right? Aye, and we can search for that tablet underneath the waves. Mid, take good care of your grandpa. Yeah, she would know because she lost her grandpa, so she's like, I'll take care of yours. You guys take care too. So as I was saying, when we were in the first world, we had the airship that can go higher. You press the A and you can press up to go higher, A and down to go down. Well, now when we're floating in the sea as a boat, press A and up, and that'll take you an airship. A and down will turn you into a submarine. I'll show that off kind of in a little bit. But that's just because we're going to be hunting monsters. We don't want to necessarily have the chicken knife activating and having us run away. So first place you want to go is you want to go into this little lake here, because there's two monsters that basically well, they're kind of rare everywhere else in the world. But right here, they're pretty much guaranteed to run into them, because they're the only two monsters that appear in this lake. So yeah, might as well get them here right now. So then just hop in this lake and float around. And of course, when we want to meet monsters, we can't meet the monsters. So yep, that's the game just saying, hey. And we just roll around here for a little bit. And that was actually a fight with one of the new rare monsters, but I'm going to show it off in a different fight here, because it's kind of a long battle to fight that monster. To save time, on all these videos that I'm piecing together. We'll just fight this monster in the next battle, because and you'll see it coming up. Here it is. So the monster I fought was the Rook, which is that big bird monster there. And the thing with him is, whatchamacallit, he has a lot of hit points, but he's easy to control, and he uses the breath wing, and what that does is it takes off a fourth of the hit points. So control him, then use that breath wing, and after 4 turns he'll be taken care of. So the Sea Devils there who appear with him, they are weak to lightning. Nothing really particular special about them. So like I said, the 2 battles that you can encounter in this area are Rooks by themselves, or Rooks with 2 Sea Devils. So, yep, those are the 2 battles, so I figured just take them all out all at the same time, so there we go. And like I said, once we control him, we can use the Breath Wing, and that automatically takes off 1/4 of his hit points every time, so after 4 of them, he's taken care of, so, yep. And, he gives a pretty decent gil, and a lot of these monsters who are rare, they also give a lot of AP. So as you see, we got 13 AP there. The Rook itself gives 7 AP. So yep, some good ability points. Now here's I'm going to show you how this thingamabopper works. You press the A button and you're given the choice to either go up to turn to the airship or down to turn the submarine. We're going to turn to the airship first because we want to head over here. This is really important. You want to be in the southwest corner of the map because this is the only area where 2 of the monsters we're going to be fighting are found. So definitely want to be down in this area, otherwise we'll just be wasting our time. These are not the monsters, but they are a new monster, the Nyx monster. So like most monsters in the sea, they are weak to lightning. Nothing really special about them. You can probably even take them out because they only have 1500 hit points. Even a Bolt 2 spell could probably take them out. So you don't necessarily have to waste a full Bolt 3 spell on them. So yep, there, Bolt 2 took them out. So easy living. That is monster number 5 taken off our list. So yeah, we get some victory. Yay! And we're just gonna keep wandering around here. I'm gonna cut out some of the battles just to make this episode a little bit shorter. So here we have another new enemy, the Jellyfish. Nothing really particular special about them. Really weak energy. Actually, there is something unique about these guys. These guys are, I think, the only monster that if you capture them and then release them, they do absolutely nothing. So yeah, there's no point in even capturing these monsters. But they give pretty good ability points there. Group of 4 give 8 ability points, and like I said, one Bolt 3 spell takes them out. Easy 11. So, and here we have another new enemy, the Villia. This enemy, as you can see, has a lot of hit points. 19,000 hit points. Hits pretty hard. Doesn't give any experience, but it gives a whopping 25 ability points. So if you have the control ability, you want to use the control on it because it has so many hit points, and the whole time it's going to be hitting you really hard. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any really good abilities that they can use to help, make it easier to take it out. So Comet is your best bet. You don't want to have it fight itself because then you'll lose control over it, and the other 2 abilities are just status inflicting abilities, and they won't work on it. So just have it cast Comet on itself, but unfortunately Comet does really random damage. So last time it did over 1,000, this time it did over like only 500 and some. I've had it go as low as like 200. So it all depends, I think, on how many of the comets hit it and how much each of the damage rolls for the comets do. So, but it's better than losing control over it. So we'll just keep hammering away at it, and just keep hammering away. So, and there's two monsters that I was telling you that were only in the south west area here. It was actually the villa and those jellyfish. So once we finish with the villa here, we'll be able to start heading north and try to find another sea monster that we want to encounter to basically knock off all the sea monsters on our list. So, let's finish this lady off. And as you can see, we gained 25 ability points. Alright. And now, like I said, recording was kind of messing up, so we're just going to head north. And we want to keep heading north. This next monster that we're kind of hunting can be pretty much found anywhere in the ocean area, but we want to head north because we're eventually going to want to find some land monsters up to the north, so might as well kill two birds with one stone and just head up this way. So I'm near the village Moor, which is to the west of the pyramid, because we're going to stock up on supplies on Moor, so it's a good place to find this new enemy and to be close to a town to stock up on supplies and be close to where we want to land to get the other new enemies we want to fight. And here we have sea scorpions. As you can see, they're pretty pitiful. Only 500 hit points, and they have a lightning weakness. So yeah, probably even a Bolt 2 spell, even multi-targeting can take them out. So not really worth fighting, but we fought them because we wanted to fill in our bestiary. So we're gonna take off here. There's the village Moor, and I'm just gonna off-screen going into that village. I rested at the inn, got some Phoenix Downs, and stocked up on high potions. Now I want to head north to Bestiary Falls, and then land to the plains to the east of Bestiary Falls. It's a little to the west of Regal, where we got that little girl's ribbon, and we have 3 new enemies we can meet here. And the first is this Frostball. As you can tell by the name Frostball, he is strong against ice, so we want to hit him with fire because that's his weakness. So the thing is though, you may you can probably take him out with a single target fire too, but you don't want to multi-target a fire too, even though it has a weakness to it, because those guys, if they lose a bunch of their hit points, they'll run away, and then of course you won't get all the golden ability points if they run away. So that's just something to watch out for. And we had another battle there with those frost bulls, and just keep wandering around here because there's 2 more type enemies you want to meet here. And here we go. We got the Spizner. So nothing really special about them. They did unfortunately take out Krill there because we ended this battle with low hit points, but otherwise pretty vanilla enemy. They can use a multi-targeting quicksand attack, which you think that float would save you from, but it actually doesn't. But it's kind of a weak attack. It doesn't really do too much damage. So, and they personally can't take too much damage. I tend to have a lot of success using the assassin knife on them, so they're actually pretty weak to, I guess, instant death. So that's something you can probably use against them as well. And we'll just heal ourselves up here because, as you can see, we're kind of getting a little low. We've been doing a lot of fighting, so. And we still have another fight we want to encounter here. 1 more enemy. And here we go, the Lithos. It's basically a lizard. It doesn't have an elemental weakness to ice like most lizards do, but we could still, you know, hit it with a good old Ice 3 spell anyway, and that'll take care of it. It doesn't have too many hit points, so yep, 1 little ice spell, and then a second one. That single Ice 3 almost took it out there. We just had a little bit more, but there we go. Took it out, and that is all the, well, almost all the land enemies. There's only some desert enemies, but we can't get into the desert yet. But speaking of the desert, here's the desert we were talking about. We can't get in there yet, but we want to head south of the desert here. And you can tell you're in the right area if you turn into your submarine and you see the little sunken walrus tower there. We're gonna go, or walrus tower. We're gonna go in that later. But there's a rare enemy here, and I'm gonna just wander around and fight him. Get into the battle off screen. So the next battle will be him. So. Alright, there's only a 6% chance that you run into this monster here, the Stingray. So it took me about 4 minutes of wandering around in random battles to try to fight this guy. But here he is, I finally got him. He has a good drop there, the Dragon Whisker. It's the strongest whip in the game, and it is strong against dragons. And there's one boss later on in the game, a super boss, that would be really good for. I might farm this whip off them a little bit later. But one thing that a lot of people want to farm off this guy is you want to control him, and he can use that, like the best blue magic, a lot of people say, Mighty Guard. And basically it gives you haste, float, safe, and shell. It gives you all 4 of those positive buffs for just the casting of one spell. So really good thing to have for your blue mage there. Weird thing about the Stingray though is even though he's a water enemy, he does not have an elemental weakness to ice. I mean not ice, to lightning. But we're just gonna keep hitting him with lightning anyway because lightning 3 is the fastest level 3 elemental spell that we got. So just speeds things up a little bit here. So and once we finish this guy off, that'll be the end of the episode. And we're right next here. We ended in a great place, right next to the sunken Walrus Tower. And that's what we'll be exploring next time, minions, in our next episode. So, what could be down there? Well, maybe it's that that mimic that we met back in Carwin, who said that, who turned into Lena. Because the townspeople said that he was going to go to Walrus Tower, even though it sank after he ran away from the village. So, maybe he's there. Will he be there? Find out next time, minions. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.